Hello everyone, wanting to cover Parametrise again, and their launch is starting in an hour and 15 minutes, so be ready. I'll include the link to this channel in my video, and they went from 3,000 followers to 15,000 followers in just a day and a half about, and they're taking a different strategy, fortunately. Um, if you look at their members on Discord, it's only 4,000, but that's not a problem. Um, really, what you want is Twitter followers, Twitter likes. That's where the people with money are, and the scammers are in the Discord shill links. So sure, it's good to have Discord members, but it's better to get those members through Twitter. So I really like the people behind this project. They know what they're doing. Their first project of 100 assets sold out in 1 minute. That when they only had 3,000 Twitter likes or followers, now they have again 15,000. They had 12,000 just this morning. We did a few Twitter blasts, and this community is strong. The people in this community have followers. And so you basically, with an NFT purchase, have to decide which community do you want to be a part of. And the fact that these guys are already partnering with other successful projects, already have successful projects launched, still have many projects to go. That's really the bread and butter of this space. Anytime you can get something below market value, it's a steal. And anything that will stick around is just like a house that won't burn down. Somebody will want to live in it in the future digital space. Because the longer things are around, the more valuable they are, the more trustworthy they are, the more they are the backbone. Um, Sol could easily get to $500 with this next run for Ethereum when it gets to 6,000 or 7,000, even this month, even the next couple weeks. That's going to mean an asset you guys mint for like $350 right now will easily be worth $1,000 just based on what Sol is going to do. I'm assuming the liquidity is there. But you can see here the floor price on these politicos are nearly double already. They were 3 Sol to mint, and there's only 2 left at this floor price. And then it jumps to there's only like 35 left of these, 34. Now, trying to apply this, but it's okay. Anyway, the fact that they're already listed on here means these are not scammers. There's already assets, again, already collaborations. So please don't miss out. There's 2 more launches over the next couple of days, so you still got a little bit of time if you miss out on today's. I'm trying to become a strong part of their community, and my other friends is already a moderator there, so no conflict of interest in my eyes, just the project that I want to follow for the long term and participate with. Now, where are we with everything? Sol, if you want to get some Sol right now is a good time to get some Sol. It just bounced on this fib line on this 3-hour chart. Sure, it might go to 153, but even so, that's not too likely. We do have this 3-hour continuation here. If we go to the 1-hour chart, it's just kind of bobbing about, how to work its way down to the bottom of this channel. It's below this fib floor, unfortunately. Let's see if that's the case on the Haken. We got a floor here, so it's not like we're going to be boundless to the downside. Already got close to this retest, 157 at 159, so maybe already did what we needed to do down there. There's a chance, we drop to the 150 level again, but roughly 7%, but probably not. 1, 2, yeah. It's hard to kind of tell what's going on with Sol with these types of pink elephants. You can't really draw Elliott waves on these that well. But what you can see is, it should be able to retest the top of this wedge at 187 soon. And when I'm talking about what it can reach, you look at the weekly chart or Let's say the daily chart actually. And we're on the log here. Let me make this bigger. Some people were asking for that. So this regression channel up here looks a lot different on a log than in auto. On an auto, it's a sideways channel like you kind of saw in those lower time frames. But I like to see it on this weekly do this because I do imagine it will bounce off this in this vicinity, and within 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sorry, this is 5 days. This target up here is within 5 days, 4 or 5 days, and maybe it'll be 2 weeks, but that would be crazy. Look what it did on this type of distance. That's not a difficult thing. It did that distance over. How do we? It did this distance. So 148% on this log. I don't know how this works with logs, but sorry, we should probably start from the bottom. 148%. Yeah. It took 8 days, 9 days to do 148% to do that distance. So that's exactly what we're kind of calling here, 5 to 10 days. Now, if we experience some severe drops and drop these levels, drop below 130, guys, watch out. I'd set some stop losses around like 125 probably, or 120, or maybe half there. Try to rebuy if you see it bouncing here, or sell the rest down here. So watch out there. We do see this daily momentum rising though. That's really strong. It's been rising for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and these can last 1, 2, 3, 4, 15 days minimum. 7 maybe is the minimum, but the green is just starting here. So if we look at the 4 hours, is it ending? We do see this 4-hour red. We could just get away with 4 tickers of that, hopefully, ideally, hopefully less. Hopefully this turns around within the next 16 hours. There's the 3-hour. We did see the 1-hour continuation, so we kind of see that happen, affecting this 2-hour continuation. Hopefully it doesn't reach the same peak and kind of bubbles just down to here. So if we look back to the 30, hopefully we see it ending on like the 15 and the 5. These are slowly getting smaller of a difference, so you kind of see it curving over. And we do see the 5 ending. We did skip a green right here. We really can't skip another green on the next one. This has been just 2 hours of movement. Again, we do have potentially 16 hours of downside. So hopefully the things that have dipped this much don't dip much more, and we see other alts dipping instead. XTZ dipped quite a lot today, so hopefully we took some profits there. Ren is actually doing pretty decent still, right around the entry point. Did a nice spike today. Could have taken profits, but really just kind of taking it slow and just trying to leave as much in the market at this time. If we look at Bitcoin, we did hit our 50 target. Let's go 2 candles. And we're above a fib level, so on the 5-minute, that's handy. We're completing the W. We've been calling 50, 51. And so we're right in that range. And at this stage, we kind of have to decide, are we in a correction or are we in a 4-wave? And it kind of looks like we could be in a 4-wave ready for the 5. Or even better, this is a correction of sorts and we're beginning another 5-wave thing, grand cycle, or this could be simple super cycle. within the 5-wave extension. But I don't think it's that anymore. We'd probably have to see it spike before then again, unless this was indeed the 4 and we haven't even really seen the 5 yet. It's kind of tricky. Once we kind of see it all complete, hopefully some of this will make sense and we'll be happier. At this time, do I think we'll go straight down to 48? It's becoming less and less of a possibility today, in my eyes. This is just the first time we've retested this. We're going to retest it at least 2 or 3 times before we drop it. But more than likely, I think we're going to pop it. This is a pretty sideways channel. Again, if we go to the 4-hour, we are riding the top of this, but we could, again, still get to that 3,500 call. We did retest this already, but I would have expected us to go down more to this C if we weren't going to kind of pass it on this next run up. Lots of buys in this zone, lots of buys in this zone. Quick look at Ethereum dominance. It was at 18.3 earlier, doing a nice bounce off some of these channels, not really getting stuck with this as a ceiling. It is following this shape, but at a higher level, so as long as it follows this shape, that's good enough for me. This Elliott wave is maybe looking like this would be the 1, this could be the 2, and that could be the 3, and that would be quite significant. Here's the correction, so maybe this could be a triple correction. We got going an A, B, C, and then maybe it'll be an X, and then we got like a zigzag A, B, C. And if that was an upward correction that we see here, then actually we would have probably a 5-wave down. So if this does end up being a zigzag versus like a 2 or I mean a 3-wave now, this would need to be a 3-wave for us to stay bullish. If it just kind of gets to here and bounces down, I would be fearful that we're continuing a 5-wave channel down. So I'll go ahead and kind of draw those 2 pathways, I guess, just so we're on the same page. So, you know, I had, since it didn't follow that, we'll just kind of maybe start it here. Let's see if that was a correction of, that would have gone down. Unless that was another correction, another flat correction from there, which it could just be a flat correction, and this could be the 1 actually, and then we can have a 2. So it depends where it stops. If the 2 stops here, we're going to be bullish, and so I'll actually just draw a little trampoline right here. So that'll be a bullish trampoline for us. Now, this will be a trap door, I assume. We don't really want to drop this level. And we'll make that red, so we know that's bad. And again, that'll be the wormhole of death. So that's kind of what we don't want to, you know, this is going to be some important levels right here. And we'll see what happens when we get there. Now, we'll kind of do this, you know, we're hoping it's something like this. Honestly, it'd be better if we broke out and then retested. So that would be like ultimate bullish scenario, and then there's kind of 2 other pathways where this zigzags down, or this might be the 1 where it goes up from the 1. So I'm just going to draw them all just because that's what we say to do. 1, 2, 3, stretch those out. So, and then the last one that would be pretty bearish is if this is an upward correction, where this is the A, B, C, and then we might have the you know, something like that, probably actually 3, 4, 5. So let's kind of just leave it at that. Good luck, guys. Later.